The following is a presentation of SC State Athletics.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Yo, Pough here, Jaywalk from ESPN. Man, the memories. You know, HBCU football is going to miss you. Thank you for all that you've done, contributing to this game and leaving it better than it was when you first got here. Appreciate you, buddy. Peace.
Coach Buddy Pough, South Carolina State Bulldogs on the road for the second week in a row in the MEAC tonight in Durham, North Carolina, O'Kelly-Riddick Stadium to take on the defending HBCU national champion, North Carolina Central Eagles. The Eagles are riding an 8-game home win streak. They're coached by Trey Oliver, last year's MEAC Coach of the Year. They're ranked number 10 in the AFCA Coaches Poll and number 1 among HBCU schools. South Carolina State has won the last 3 games in this series, including 2 times in Durham. Can the Bulldogs upset the HBCU world by knocking off the defending national champions on national television at home? We're about to find out. Coming up next on The Buddy Pough Show. Back to court, gives it to Alex on the right side. Alex bounces it outside in the 40, turns the corner into 45, at the field into Morgan State territory. 25-20, 15-10, 5. Dixon breaks through the 40, 35-30. Johnny Dixon is 25-20, 15-10. Johnny Dixon 5. Touchdown, Johnny Dixon. He keeps it himself. Devontae got wrapped up and gets him on the turf. O'Kelly-Riddick Stadium, Durham, North Carolina Central. You don't need to say anything else.
Don't need to say another word. I can remember all the Thursday nights we've had here. We've had 2 or 3 of them, and it's always been a raucous and a great atmosphere. So we're excited about coming up here to play these guys here this evening.
Coach, you've played well here before. What's the key to coming in here and playing well against a very, very good football team?
Hey, the Davis Richards. You got to stop him. You got to figure a way to get them guys started. What we really need to do is play like hell on offense. We need to have a great offensive plan. We think we got one. We'll see. In a little bit, we'll see.
You talk about Davius Richard, but he's got a guy right by him, Mookie Collier, one of the best running backs in the country.
Yeah, Collier's good. He's about 4-something yards, and he's got wide receivers. He's got all the pieces in place. You know, they got a good football team, and you better bet that we've got to play good, sound football all around. You can't just necessarily just key on one guy. So it'll be a good football game. We need to score offensively. That's the key to the whole deal. They're going to score points. So ain't no doubt about the fact that we got our work cut out for us on the offensive side of the ball. But we got to match them score for score. We can't field goal for touchdowns, and we sure can't punt for touchdowns. So we got to figure out how to make this thing go. And I'm looking forward to seeing if we got the plan that we think we got.
Coach, turnovers can be such a key in this game. This is a team that's only turned it over 3 times in 7 games.
Yeah. You know, and they got all kinds of other great stats, too. They've done everything just marvelously. He's 6-1. He's played big-time games. You know, the only game he's lost is UCLA. I mean, let's face it, the guy, you know, has been the standard for our league for the last 2 years. And although we beat him last year, you know, they came out of that deal and and got right back on the road to success. Went to the Celebration Bowl, had a wonderful opportunity to show what the league was about at that place. And now I can tell you that they're back at it again. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we can match up with these guys because they have got all the pieces in place.
Coach, an opportunity on national television. This is an MEAC showcase when you got the 2 best teams in the conference going at it on national television.
Well, I hope that's the best two teams. There's a Howard team sitting out there thinking they've got, you know, the same kind of, you know, thought also. And I can tell you that the 3 of us now are all 1-0. And tonight one of us won't be. And then from that point on next week, then we play Howard. So between the 3 of us, it'll all get kind of it'll sort its way out here the next 2 weeks.
All right, Coach, what's it going to take for you to get the win here in Durham?
We got offensively, we got to be able to run the football. We got to be effective offensively in a way that's a little bit higher level than what we've had in the past, better than what we had at Delaware State last week. And then we got to play good on defense. Don't have to play great, but we got to play sound. We got to do a good job of making sure that we match them point for point.
All right, best of luck, Coach.
Thanks so much.
Zimmerman approaches. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded at the 6-yard line, at the 10, at the 15, coming to the left. This is Brandon Cottington trying to get outside. Cottington's going to be hit, driven down right at the 25-yard line. Good play over there for South Carolina State. Richard throws a little flare pass out of the backfield. It's wrapped up. Zane Dunham on top of that play. There's a loss of 3 on the play. Richards letting that play clock wind all the way down. Back to pass, Davis Richards looking long. Has a man out there, caught wide open at the 40. 25-20, 15-10, 5. Jamari Taylor out of the backfield on the wheel route. Catches the pass. Electrifying play. So with 11:53 to go here in the first quarter, our score, North Carolina Central 7, South Carolina State nothing. Maxion Cobb will punt. The line of scrimmage is 25-yard line. Cobb, a couple steps to the right, gets off. A rugby-style punt. Connington fields it at the 35, at the 40. Trying to cut back inside, does at the 45. Got room at the 50, at the 45. Wrapped up, slung down by Aaron Smith at the 44-yard line. Richards. Play action fake. Richards throws it after, and he's got big tight end over the middle on the reception for North Carolina Central. That is number 83. That is Luke Bracey. Man goes in motion from the right side to the left. So now you've got 3 receivers to the left. Davis Richards looking that way. Richards throws a slant. It is too high and intercepted by South Carolina State. With the interception, that is Malcolm
McGee.
Malcolm McGee.
For
the transfer. Corey. Play action fake, flips it out in the flag to Keyshawn Toney. Tony's cut down, fumbles the football, picked up by North Carolina Central. And into the end zone for the touchdown. So just like that, we're 8:38 into the first quarter, and the Bulldogs have dug a deep hole. It's North Carolina Central 14, South Carolina State nothing. 2 Eagles to the right, 2 to the left. Richards looking right, steps up in the pocket, throws it out. They got a man out there, caught. First down, 28-yard line. On the tackle was Brunson, but a penalty marker in the backfield. 2 flags in the backfield. Now McCall moves a couple steps closer to the line of scrimmage from wideout. They snap it back. Richard runs to the right side. Richard cuts inside. Touchdown. Davius Richards, his 11th touchdown of the season. 4 seconds into the second quarter. Our score, North Carolina Central 21, South Carolina State nothing. Here goes Corey, back to pass. Screen to the right to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith cuts inside. Smith gets the first down at the 35, up to about the 43-yard line. So Tyler Smith off the bench with a little burst of energy for the Bulldogs. 2 Bulldogs are to the right, none's to the left. Keyshawn's the H-back to the left. Football on the far hash. Snap it back. Play action fake. Corey now is going to run it. Corey gets across the 45 at the 50, at the 45, at the 40, at the 35, 30. Corey can go down to about the 19-yard line. What a run for Corey Fields on the quarterback keeper. Corey's in the shotgun. Tyler behind him. Play action fake. Corey flips it out to Keyshawn Toney. Tony's going to get into the end zone for the score. So with 11:05 to go here in the first half, Bulldogs make it a 2-score game. It's 21 for the Eagles, 7 for South Carolina State. Richards at the quarterback. Play action fake. Richards back to pass. Richards throwing. Got a man out there wide open. Devin Smith catches it at the 30-yard line. Smith goes right by Brunson, by Jamari Benjamin. Touchdown. What a play. 60 yards. Davius Richards to Devin Smith. So with 10:25 to go here in the first half, it's North Carolina Central 28, South Carolina State 7. Shotgun formation, Davius Richards, play action fake. Davius rolling to his right. Davis throws it. Got a man out there. It is caught right at the 1-yard line. What a catch over there. And this is almost a tush push. It is a tush push.
Yep.
They push him
in the end zone.
into the end zone for the score. So with 4:18 to go, Bill, 5 touchdowns. Richards, straight drop back. You mentioned throwing it long. Richards can run it, throws it, got the first down at the 25. At the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Devin Smith.
Wow.
From 28 yards out. I'm sorry, from 30 yards out. Devin Smith. And it is 41 for North Carolina Central. Handoff inside. This is Juwan Howell. Howell breaks free at the 40. Howell at the 45, at the 50, at the 45, 40. One man to beat. Howell gets up to about the 28-yard line. They snap it back to him. Corey rolling to his right. Here comes trouble. They throw a screen out. Keyshawn Toney catches it at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Toney into the end zone for the score. Our score at the half. North Carolina Central 41, South Carolina State 14. All right, Coach, first half was a nightmare from the beginning. You didn't want them to get off early. They got off early and got on the board early, and that made it difficult for everyone.
You're exactly right. We got 2 touchdowns down before we got on the bus, actually, before we got going good. And, you know, it was one of those kind of games where everything that could go wrong went wrong.
You start talking about getting behind, Coach. You get down 21-0 at one point, but then you come back. You get a nice drive, 7 plays, 75 yards, and it's a 2-score game.
Yeah, and, you know, we had a plan in that we thought was really good on offense, and we saw some signs of it from time to time, but it wasn't consistent enough over time. So, yeah, we got some things done, but we didn't get enough done, and we didn't get them stopped. So you put the two together, and you get what you see on our scoreboard.
You coach South Carolina State going down to defeat to North Carolina Central, but coach, from the standpoint of running the football, 237 yards on the whole night. Juwan Howell, we wondered about how he would do against some top-level competition. He had a strong game running the football.
He did, and he really, could have probably got a few more yards early, but, we didn't quite get some of the fits and blocks and that kind of stuff. He's still finding his way as a freshman running back in this league, but at the same time, I do think that this guy has got a chance to be really special.
And you start talking about running backs. Juwan Howell, of course, had a great ball game when you look at the stats for the overall game, but the guy who really got you started offensively was really Tyler Smith.
Tyler had a run or two that was, pretty good. He ended up hitting it on a screen ball and got a run on a sweep play that was pretty good too. So he's a good player too. We've got 5 running backs within our program that I can tell you they'll be left in good shape that way. And as a matter of fact, this whole freshman class is good, and there's some other guys on the team. There's talent here at South Carolina State. So we've got to get some experience and get some fits in place to get some experience on the ledger in a way that they get a chance to work together for a while. But you got a chance to have a good team for years to come.
Bulldogs were down early and down big at halftime. Bulldogs should open up with possession to begin the second half. We'll take a time out here on the Buddy Pough Show. We'll come back with more after these messages.
Your home is where your memories live, where you laugh and where you love. We understand the importance of the valuables under your roof, tangible and intangible alike. So no matter what's around the corner, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for nearly 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Hey, South Carolina, you can make a choice for your Medicaid health plan. Choose Healthy Blue. With Healthy Blue, your whole family is covered for free or low-cost checkups and prescriptions, plus eye exams and glasses for kids and adults. Get all this and more from a plan backed by the Cross and Shield. The choice is easy. Get Healthy Blue now at choosehealthybluecom/SC and get more from Medicaid.
Prisma Health keeps South Carolina hearts beating strong. As the largest cardiovascular provider in the state and home to the only freestanding heart hospital dedicated to the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of heart disease, we provide the heart care you need. With more innovative treatments like LVAD, more specialists, and more locations closer to you, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the heart and vascular experts.
All right, folks, it's time for the Prisma Health Injury Report for the North Carolina Central game coach. And you knew you were going to be without Justin Smith-Brown. Of course, a big loss because he had 8 catches against Delaware State in that first half.
Right.
And that deep threat really you missed.
Right, that was a big loss. And we ended up going into pregame routine and lost Dallas forward during pregame. Dallas has been a little bit of a gimpy guy with a knee, and he finally found that that it couldn't go today. So, that was one of the surprises of the day. And then during the game, we had a couple guys get banged up. A couple of our running backs, Casey Fields ended up having a little bit of a knee injury, and Juwan Howell had a little bit of a leg deal too. But he's okay. I think all those guys are basically just kind of waiting for the next game.
All right, that is the Prisma Health Injury Report for the North Carolina Central game. Of course, it's time for the SAC to give back. Food Line, of course, donating 1,000 meals to needy families in and around Orangeburg and the state of South Carolina for every sack that the Bulldog defense gets. And Coach, unfortunately, we didn't have any sacks this evening.
Yeah, people are going to go hungry this week because we didn't get a sack or two. But at the same time, that Davis Richard guy, even when we got our hands on him, we couldn't get him down. So we got our work cut out for us with our sack to give back program, but we'll get some next week. Let's hope.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thanks to folks at Food Line for donating 1,000 meals for every Bulldog sack this season. We'll take a time out here on the Buddy P Show. We'll come back with more after these messages.
Life moves fast, and while you're raising future MVPs, it's good to know you've got a teammate with Founders, a partner you can trust to always have your back, with products and services that give you the freedom to focus on the more important things. While you're sharing those moments, remember, we're here for one single reason, to help grow your financial success. So when the game is done, you can relax, because at Founders, our most valuable player is you.
The lottery is not about getting rich. The lottery is about helping people, and it always has been. It was the lottery that helped raise the Great Wall of China, maintain the roads of ancient Rome, and in this country, helped fund a revolution against tyranny. And today, in South Carolina, the revolution continues. But we're not building walls or roads or bridges. We're investing in you. Want to learn more? Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
It was transformational.
It just means the world to me.
When I first heard that MUSC was coming to Orangeburg, I was excited.
They have an excellent reputation. It just felt like our local healthcare system was getting an upgrade.
Having them in this neighborhood, this community, really gives us access to world-class care.
It's close to home.
It's going to stop us from having to travel to Charleston or Columbia.
And that will help save lives.
We're going to have more specialty doctors.
I know it's going to help me create a positive impact on the lives of my patients.
We talk about good quality of life, and that starts with good quality health care.
It provides an opportunity for our young people to be employed in our community and stay in the community.
It's a big deal for us to help attract new families and new growth in our town.
It's a new day.
It's a new day.
It's a new day here in Orangeburg with MUSC.
High end over end kicks going to be fielded by Simmons at the 8-yard line, at the 10, at the 15, at the 20. Up the field at the 25-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Daquan Davis, Keyshawn, Tony, and Ellis both set up as H-backs. They give it to Juwan Howell. Howell over the right side, tried to get outside, breaks the tackle, gets across the 25 to about the 30-yard line. Hand off to Juwan over the left side at the 40. Juwan at the 45. Juwan close to midfield at about the 49-yard line. That's a pickup of 14 on the play. Corey with the handoff to Juwan up the middle. Juwan breaks the tackle at the 40. At the 35-30, you're not going to catch him at the 10. 5, Juwan Howell, touchdown, Juwan Howell. 51-yard run for Juwan Howell. And so with 12:43 to go in the third quarter, hold on.
Yeah.
It's 41 for the Eagles, 21 for the Bulldogs. 4-down lineman for the Bulldogs. Snap it back, they give it to Taylor. Taylor right up the middle at the 40. Across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Richards from the shotgun, straight drop back, in trouble, flips it out, screen to Taylor. Taylor breaks a tackle at the 50 in the Bulldog territory, slung down by DeMarcus Doe, close to the first down marker. They're going to mark him just short. Mosley's in the backfield with Davius Richard. Play action fake, Richard throws as a man out there quick at the 35-yard line. Quick wrapped up, pulled out of bounds by Benjamin, not before picking up the first down though. Taylor in the backfield asked Richard something. Richard probably told him what's going on. In motion now is McCall. Back to pass. Richards flips it out. Wheel route. It is caught. Jamari Taylor. I was about to say touchdown, but he broke the tackle. Now touchdown. Wheel route. Right before that play went off, Richards said something to Jamari Taylor. With 7:29 to go here in the ball game, our score: North Carolina Central 48, South Carolina State 21. There's a timeout on the field. Corey back to pass. Corey looking. Got a man out there flat. He hits Jordan Smith. Smith makes a man miss at the 20, at the 25. Smith hit up at the 29-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down, but a good play for the Bulldogs. Richards back to pass. Richards steps up in the pocket. Richards completes a pass over the middle. This is McCall. McCall at the 20-yard line. Tackled down at the 18. Tackled over there by McGee. But again, Davius Richards, plenty of time to throw the football, found an open receiver. 3 receivers are to the left, 1 to the right. Richards back to pass, looking left, now throwing right. Had a man out there. It is caught. Touchdown. What a throw, what a catch for North Carolina Central. 55-21, North Carolina Central. Velarde approaches, end over end kick's gonna go. That's a live football. Demetrius Simmons. And someone tried to kick the football. Demetrius Simmons casually went over, Bill. That was a live football.
For the receiving team, the ball went into the end zone. The ball was still live. The kicking team recovered it. It is a touchdown.
It is a touchdown. And folks, with 14 seconds to go in the third quarter, it is 62 for North Carolina Central, 21 for South Carolina State. Here comes pressure. It's blocked. Bulldogs picked up, and it's picked up over there by the Bulldogs. Jayon Allen. High snap again. Andre Washington keeps himself at the 40. Andre at the 35, at the 30, at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Andre Washington touchdown. What a run from 48 yards out. So that makes the score now 62 for North Carolina Central, 28 for South Carolina State. So Walker Harris will take the snap with 24 seconds to go, and that's going to be the final play of the game. As North Carolina Central proved to be too much for South Carolina State on this Thursday night in Durham, North Carolina at O'Kelly Riddick Stadium. Our final score, North Carolina Central 62, South Carolina State 28. Coach, you begin with possession of the second half, and this half now starts as about as well as you would expect it to. You go right down the field, good drive, and you wake up the crowd. You're down big, but you score on the first possession.
Right, we got a good drive going, and that was really exciting to see that was going to get us back within 3 scores. And, we thought at that point we could get a stop on defense. We would have a chance to get maybe down to 2 scores, but, that was kind of where the good times ended because they ended up driving the football back down the field and getting it in the end zone. And at that point, it put us back down by 4 scores. And that was a little bit too much for us to overcome.
We talk about Davis Richard, defined quarterback for North Carolina Central from the standpoint of athletically, Coach, but you could see him changing the plays. He really was able to take advantage of some defensive situations to get balls to his backs. They didn't run it well, but he threw it to the backs when he needed to.
Right. That was probably the biggest issue of the entire game is the fact that we need to load the box a little bit to take the run away from them. And a good quarterback like that can find places to put the ball that'll make you pay for some of those kind of circumstances. So they did a nice job of spreading the ball around, giving it to their backs, had a little bit of a delayed screen play out on the flat that really hurt us a couple times. So they had their way with us that way. And, I can tell you that this is definitely the best team, I think, in our league. And, we just have to see if we can figure out somebody else to beat them so that we can maybe hang in there and finish up undefeated from this point going forward.
Now, despite being down big, Coach, your team didn't quit fighting.
No.
And you got back into it, and you got North Carolina Central's attention.
Exactly. We played hard for, the entire football game. And that part is always, something that you can be proud of. But at the same time, we got to figure out how to stop the run.
Now, you talk about run. Andre Washington came in, had a really big run at quarterback, Coach. And, that speed element is there with him.
Right.
It was nice to see him come in and take advantage of the time he got.
And he's one of the heir apparents. He and Prometheus Franklin. Corey will be leaving after this year. This is 6 years for him. So those 2 guys will have themselves a good battle for that job this coming year. And you know what? Both guys have something to really lay their hands on. So I think both guys will have, a good fight.
All right, so that's going to do it for the, as far as the game is concerned, North Carolina Central Bulldogs go down to defeat big to North Carolina Central. When we come back, we'll tell you what's up next to your South Carolina State Bulldogs on this edition of the Buddy Pough Show.
This is where the formula ends and the magic begins. We take the mold, shake the mold, and break the mold. From late nights in the gym to later nights in the library, we grind. Because if you think greatness is a game, think again. Here, nothing shines unless we all do.
Why do we travel? Why do we fly? Are we called by the excitement of untold adventures in faraway places? Driven to shape the future of our world, or to share our world with future generations? We designed Columbia Metropolitan Airport for you. and her and them. So when the day arrives for your next journey, we'll be ready to get you there. Columbia Metropolitan Airport. Fly with ease.
No, that's not how it happened. I won the game. You tripped up the goal line.
You told me you won the game.
No, I did. I won the game. I ran it through. I mean,
that's not winning the game.
It was good seeing you, man. We gotta go. Great seeing you guys.
What's wrong?
Oh, I forgot to call us a ride. Make the right decision before the wrong one haunts you the rest of your life. In South Carolina, it's sober or slammer.
Hi. Hi. Oh, we all just got new smartphones at Cricket. Hi. Hi. Hola. Hi. Hi. Okay, bye. Bye.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at ticketsmarter.com.
All right, Coach, Thursday night game means homecoming in Orangeburg this week. You got some time off to get ready for Howard, but of course, Howard is nothing to play with.
I guarantee they are. They'll be playing at Delaware tomorrow, up Saturday, and we get a chance to look at that. Then we're going to get ready to get, the Howard Bisons in here that following Saturday. So we'll work at it. We'll have a good plan together. I'm looking forward to getting that crowd in here and see if we can figure out how to beat them.
Of course, Howard University was picked second in the conference, Coach. Howard's not what we're accustomed to having been, but they're a formidable foe in the MEAC.
Yeah, Larry Scott is the head guy there. He's an ex-Florida assistant, and he's done a fabulous job of getting that program going. So they tell me those running backs, they are real good, and their quarterback's getting to be an older guy now that can, put it in the same kind of place that this guy that we played tonight can do it. So we got our work cut out for us.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Buddy P Show. Bulldogs go down to defeat the North Carolina Central. Folks, we hope to see you on Saturday. That is November 4th for homecoming in Orangeburg when the Bulldogs take on the Howard University Bison. And next week, right here on Watch Fox 57 on the Buddy Q Show.